Good morning, YouTube, or afternoon, later in the afternoon. Uh, so we're continuing our journey on getting these ready for the car show. The other night, I got as far as plumbing this far of my new tech leads that aren't squished. So that's nice, right? So yeah, doing that. Uh, Cart's looking fresh. Let me tell you. My task for tonight is to finish that up. And I pulled out the box of lead that was on my cart. Um, they're looking pretty rough. Pretty rough. So I'm gonna unbolt everything and repaint those because why we paint these white is so if one falls off onto the track, they're easily visible. You got big car guys, they paint the drive shafts white, so if they lose their drive shafts, it's easily visible. No different with the lead. And we put our number on them so they know what go-kart it is. So what we do is we run 9/16 bolts, 3/8 bolts, maybe 9/16 nuts go on there. We always double nut them, and we use a pin. That's just our standard. We don't need these coming off. Never. Never need them coming off. That is so dangerous. Yeah, we're going to make these start looking fresh. So that's my task for tonight.
This hypnotic, this robotic, pull the plug and push to start it, pick a step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it. This hypnotic, this robotic, pull the plug and push to start it, pick a step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it, 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 push to start it.
All right, y'all. So on the weights that we double stack, we put two weights together. We use 3/8 bolts, right? Which would be 9/16 nut heads, right? And then on the single ones, we use 5/16 bolts. Still, double nutted and pinned, and big washers, top and bottom. That is just our standard. So, yeah.
Push my button, push to start it. My button, push to start it.
I got the weights painted like I told you would, but yeah, there's still the paint still pretty wet. It's about 70 degrees in here, but it's taking some time for them to dry. So I'm just gonna set those off to the side in the shop. I got my other gold done. I got my temp sensor ran, and the reason why I run a temp sensor on these 206s, this would be the place you put it, right? But I also run clone once in a while, so I just run my lines, so I have them there for when I run the clone motor. So yeah, got my RPM sensor nice and tidied up, looking fresh. So I'm gonna call it a night, head home, pack up. So yeah. Yeah, we'll let those dry. So hey, if you haven't liked, subscribe, Ring that bell, share, comment, man. Uh, and look at our other social medias. All right, y'all. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
The next day. Hey guys, how you doing today? Well, you can see we're in the shop, getting carts ready. I got a little sprucing up to do here on some sidebars. Need some paint, so I'm gonna dump a little paint on these buggers. I'll bring you guys along for the ride if you'd like.
Push my button, push to start it. This hypnotic, this robotic, pull the plug and push to start it. Take the step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it. This hypnotic, this robotic, pull the plug and push to start it. Take the step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it, 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 push to start it.
Corey's here. Well, I got everything that I wanted done today, as you can see. I got the sidebars on now. They're all painted beautifully. They're looking pretty fresh.
Looking fresh.
I painted my little floor pan piece here, made that look fresh. Got the rear bumper
Painted, but
painted, but it's not going on yet. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow till that paint hardens up. Sheesh. And I got the new hopper stopper on. That looks pretty fresh
There
too.
you go.
Oh yeah,
Nice and straight.
nice and straight. So here's Corey's ride. I showed it to you earlier. Yeah, he wants to slam some lead on it.
Yeah. So there's an example on the car at the car show of lead on a go kart.
Yeah, and how you go about doing it safely. These things are so close to being race ready. I mean, it's silly. I mean, to have them done this far ahead.
Usually it's a rush right the week before the first race.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yep.
In theory, we could have these things all scaled out before.
Yeah.
But we're gonna take our time getting our bodies and stuff on and getting everything looking fresh. And having a good look for our sponsors and the whole deal here. So.
Yep. Which I just confirmed. I just had a dentist appointment. Sedlock Dental is 100% on board for us with this year.
Nice.
Yep. I go back in a week to get some fillings and stuff. He's an awesome dude. So
yeah,
you need some awesome work done.
If you're in the La Crosse area or surrounding areas.
Yep. Go to him, man.
Yep. Yeah.
He's awesome.
These things are looking fresh. So, all right. With that, we will come back in a little while when we get a little work done here, and we'll show you our progress. You get stuff put away. We got 2 weights mounted in one spot.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it a night and do the rest another night.
Yep.
So, excuse me. So,
Work in progress.
it is.
Keep diving at it. Honestly, we forgot that the clone was on this cart last time, so we had a smaller gear on there.
Yep.
So we put my normal gear on there to move the motor back for this engine and to get that weight on there. So
Yep.
that's what we did.
That's what we did.
Yep.
So we'll get some work done another night. You're going to be at DCA tomorrow night.
Yep, DCA fabrication tomorrow night, doing some work.
Yeah.
So, yep. Got to make the money flow. So
Yeah, I agree.
if you need any fabrication done, hit them up, dude. They're
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Wow, they're great. So
Yeah, they're good.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, well, there's the Momo. I'm the old man. So fear the howl. See ya.
1 week later.
Hi, hello YouTube. Just spur of the moment type of deal. Just in the race shop, normal Tuesday night. And I'm making a stock of weight bolts. So I'm gonna make some extras of our double stack bolts. So these, all we got to do is basically just drill a hole in them. The spacing's good on the threads, but the bolts we have aren't ideal. We really need, like 3-inch bolts, but I'm taking longer bolts that I cut the tip off of them, and we're gonna put some more thread on them, which I'm gonna have the kid do. So that's the job tonight. So we have stock of extra weight bolts just laying around, Gotta be prepared. So that's what we're doing right now.
Push my button, push to start it. This hypnotic, this robotic, pull the plug and push to start it. Pick a step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it. This hypnotic, this robotic, pull the plug and push to start it. Pick a step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it, push my button.
Some holes drilled in these double stack bolts, as you just watched. Now we need to make bolts like this, which I cut longer ones down to be able to be the same deal. Now we need to take a die and make the threads longer so it matches the same bolt length. Kind of, call it half-assing it or being lazy, not getting the right bolts or whatever you want to call it. But we got a shit ton of these laying around, so this is what we're going to do. So before I can drill a hole into these, I need these tapped or dyed lower so I can do my process. So I got a little child sitting here just kind of hanging out in the shop, and she's gonna do the job. So we're gonna teach her the process of dyeing the bolts.
Push my button, push to start it. Robotic, pull the plug and push to start it. Pick a step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it. This hypnotic, this robotic, pull the plug and push to start it. Pick a step, disregard it, push my button, push to start it. 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 Push my button.
She's doing great. She just told me maybe I need to put more oomph into it, right? Cool deal, man. Yeah, she's getting it. So we'll continue doing this process. Got a couple more bolts to do, and
approximately like 3.5.
Yep.
Yep, because somebody didn't cut this long enough.
No, because that was a shorter bolt. So yeah. So I'll keep doing this process, and we'll have a bunch of weight bolts pre-made for the season.
Yay!
Yeah, so Autumn and I were just discussing that my brother and I got a ongoing feud about my dad's old school jack.
It's a good jack.
Yeah, my dad's had it for
Ever.
Since I've known it. It's when shit was built
Properly.
Yeah, properly. Yeah. So my brother and I kind of have, when he passes,
Who's gonna get it?
who's gonna get it type of deal. And Autumn goes, Well, what if Grandpa puts it in his will?
I mean, it could happen.
It could happen, but what if it's the other way around, where it
Yeah.
goes to the oldest son, right? I'm still gonna fight for it.
Well, yeah.
Because this jack has never failed us.
No.
We bought plenty of the aluminum jacks, and
That they don't last long.
no, they don't.
Because they go pink.
You're not wrong, dude. So we just had a good, fun conversation on that. So we're just gonna do a live little video here, and let's see what Wyatt puts in the video. And we got time lapse going, and we got a live deal. So.
Yeah. Word.
Word, bud. How's that going, dude?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Good deal. Having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working on my hamstring,
Sure.
especially for bars, for gymnastics.
Sure.
I mean, granted, the thing does create three threads at a time.
Yeah. The first cut,
Yeah.
the second cut, and then the final cut, right? It progresses into its situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You might put lube on those?
Yeah.
Good deal. Alright. Hey, JB80. Best shit ever.
Not a
Seriously.
sponsor.
Well, it used to be, but
Okay, not anymore.
Not anymore, but still. It's the best stuff.
Put some JB oil on there.
JB80, buddy.
Whatever.
JB oil. Holy. So tonight we got done a bunch of stuff, a lot of tedious stuff, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we? So we got done
Making some threads.
making some threads and making some holes in these bolts for the weights, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. The kid's kind of taking over. So yeah, we got some stock of bolts that in case of emergency, they're done.
For the weights.
For the weights, they're done and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Just in case.
Yep. We don't know what's gonna happen, you know. So did you have a good night, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Learn some stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna call her a night. And it was a good
night.
It was a good night.
Yeah, a couple hours.
Yeah. So until next time, y'all.
Hey. Peace.
Peace, bud.